One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They go to the ground. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quickly complete. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week started off with a bang here today.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Dobbs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Taking a shot on the first play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off and running. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got some room, it was over. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. This offense has it with really good field position. The sweet feet buy a little time. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Hauls it in. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
The Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Under fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Off play action. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? Drops in his zone. Eyes on the quarterback. He sees the quarterback throw the football. Breaks on it perfectly. Steps in front and takes it all the way to the house.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Might be changing the route. Shotgun snap on 3rd down.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks! And they turn it into a defensive score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Yeah, and how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, not only all the way back for 6, that offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
They'll put this one in play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got his man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man, it's Dobbs. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Leon. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the... lines, and they get enough for the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Diggs. Inside the 35. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least...
And he'll take it, touchdown, Wolfpack! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a crease. It's Leon. Oh, better look out. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Diggs. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
He leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Finds his man, it's McGooligan. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, NC State.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. He lets one fly deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. Now improvising. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. The play action fake. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Bring in the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. They picked a spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they regain the lead. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dobbs. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the...
Pulls it in on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Oregon. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. On the ground, it's Ivory. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone. It's Nelson ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dobbs. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch, but to finish it with a touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Raymond. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on.
Oh, he's not punting, he's going to throw. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is caught, and the fake works. They get the first.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap into the up back, completing the pass.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, great tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Under fire. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Rush is on him. Byers on the move. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Got 5 on that last one. Now, how aggressive will they be on second and inches? Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Raymond. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on second and inches. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, and certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
NC State going up tempo. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got him this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run play action. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
All right, so they fail on that fourth down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Fighting off the defender.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this...
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They're testing the right side here. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Raymond. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, heading to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. There he goes. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. NC State quick to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete to the left. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in this one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. Got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. They're now in really good shape as they extend the lead here late. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
He'll bring it out. It's Raymond. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Throws to the wideout. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball